Good morning, students. Welcome back to the class. Today's date is 29th May 2020. So we have already finished the first half of the second lesson, which is our Earth. Today we will be starting the second part of the lesson, which includes latitudes and longitudes, the positions of continents and oceans, the continental drift, and finding a sea route from one place to another. So these are the topic of discussion that we will be doing in the few coming classes. Let's move towards the next slide. Okay, so in your book there is a conversation between Rashi and Meher, right? So from that conversation we come to know who is an oceanographer. So an oceanographer is a person who studies the ocean. They study the plant and animal life under the sea along with the movement of ocean water. They use special vehicles to dive into the water. Now, as you can see on the screen, there are two pictures. Here, if you see on the left side, these are the oceanographers, okay? And they are conducting some work below the sea. So they are under water. And on the right side, if you can observe, there is a vehicle. This is a particular kind of vehicle they use to dive into the water for their research. The vehicles, the size and shape of the vehicles might vary from, it might be different from case to case, okay? So this is one kind of particular vehicle which has been used to dive into the water by an oceanographer. So an oceanographer is a person who used to study whatever is happening below the water or under the water. He studies the plant life, the animal life, the movement of the water, etc. Is it clear? Okay, now let's move towards the next one, which is the directions. We all know that there are four directions, right? North, south, east and west. The top is the north, bottom is the south, right is the east and left is the west. Will you remember it? North is the top, bottom is the south, right is the east and left is the west. So next is the North Pole and the South Pole, okay? So as you're looking on the screen, there is a picture, right, of the earth. Yes. So we already know that the top is the north and the bottom is the south. So our earth has two poles. The upper part is the North Pole, which is at the north side, and the lower part is the South Pole, which is at the south direction. Clear? Now, these two poles, okay, these two poles are the important poles of our earth. Now, the axis of our earth, it passes from these two poles. As you can see on the screen, this is the axis which is passing from these two poles, the North Pole and the South Pole. Now let's move to the next one, which is the lines. Now as we are looking on the screen, the red is the horizontal line and blue is the vertical line. Yes? So what are these lines? The vertical and horizontal lines are placed at regular intervals around the earth. Regular intervals means at an equal distance, okay? It is placed at an equal distance around the earth. Now these lines are called longitudes and latitudes. So these lines, the latitudes and longitudes, are basically measured in degree. For example, I have given below this, you can notice below, for example, 1 degree north, or you can write 1 degree south, 1 degree east accordingly. Clear? You will come to know how to write this degree and what is the use of degree in the later part of the discussion. Now let's move towards the next one, which is latitudes. So what are latitudes then? These are imaginary horizontal lines around the earth that runs from east to west. So these are the latitudes, right? These are running from east to west. Clear? And these are horizontal lines. So the latitudes have an equator. that is the middle line, the middle horizontal line, clear, which divides the earth into two halves, that is the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. The upper part is the northern hemisphere and the bottom part is the southern hemisphere. And latitudes are specially used to study the climatic zones, the climates of the different regions. These latitudes actually help us to study the climate. Now, as you can see on the screen on the right side, the picture shows the North Pole and the South Pole, and then the equator, which is dividing the earth into two horizontal halves, right? And the upper part is known as the northern hemisphere and the lower part is known as the southern hemisphere. Now come to the longitudes. So longitudes, it is very similar to the latitudes. So longitudes are vertical lines that are connecting the North Pole to the South Pole. As you can see on the screen, these lines are connecting from the North Pole to the South Pole. So latitudes had this equator, right? In the similar way, longitudes have the prime meridian or 180-degree meridian, which divides the earth into two vertical halves. Okay, two vertical halves, eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Will you remember it? Latitudes had horizontal. It used to latitudes. The equator used to divide the earth into two horizontal halves, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere, right? So what does longitudes do? It divides the earth into two vertical halves, that is eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Clear? Now, while latitudes help us to study the climatic zones, and longitudes helps us to know the different time zones. So these two are different between the latitudes and longitudes. Clear? So latitudes helps us to find out the different climatic zones on the earth, while longitudes helps us to know the different time zones on the earth. Now let's move towards this one, which is every place, as you can see here, every place is situated on a latitude and longitude, right? The coordinates of a place mark the point where a latitude and a longitude cross one another. Now, if you can see here, this is one of the most important part. You can underline it. The coordinates of a place mark the point where a latitude and a longitude cross one another. So, there are every place is situated on either on latitude or longitude, or sometimes they situate between across the where the line crosses, like the longitude and latitude crosses. Okay, the point where the latitude and longitude crosses one another is called the coordinate, like this one. Okay, so here this is the point where it crossing, right? So that is called the coordinates. This can be used to locate any place on earth. Even the place where you are at this very moment has exact coordinates. For example, this one, as you can see here, these are the coordinates. Okay, so we used to write the latitudes and longitudes in degree. Did you remember? Yes. So the example is given here, 27.1750 degree north, then 78.0419 degree east are the coordinates of the Taj Mahal in Agra, India. If you look for these coordinates on the internet, it will direct you to the Taj Mahal. So this you can apply it on your own. How? I'm going to show it. Let's move towards the next slide. Okay, now if you can see here, this is the coordinate, these are the latitudes and longitudes of India. The latitudes and longitudes passing through India. Then we have the Assam map. Here you can see the latitudes and longitude passing across the Assam. Okay, sorry, not Assam, yes, Assam. Now let's move towards the next one. Okay, so here if you can see, okay, you can do one thing. We all have the Google map in our mobile, right? So if you in the Google, you can search for Assam State Assam State Zoo cum Botanical Garden. Okay, you can if you type it there, you will find this one, the coordinates. Okay, 26.1632 degree north and then 91.7868 degree east. So these are the coordinates of Assam State Zoo and Botanical Garden. Clear? Now you can either copy or you can write it on the notebook or somewhere else, and then you can take out your Google map. Clear? You can take out your Google map and then you can type it above where the search is there. Okay, you can type the coordinates there and then you can press the enter. Now what we are going to see, it will show you the location. Okay, here is the location. This is the coordinate. Here is the coordinate. Okay, the coordinate is 91.7868 east and 26.1632 degree north. Clear? So the coordinate is showing here the location, the exact location. Got it? So this is how we can find where one is staying or the address with the help of the coordinates. Is it clear to you? You're going to do it once with the Google map, with the help of a Google map. Try to do it. You will come to know how the coordinates work. You can also try the Taj Mahal coordinate as well. Clear? Okay. Now let's move towards the summary part. So in today's discussion, in today's class, we have discussed oceanographer studies the plants and animals' life under the sea along with the movement of the ocean water. Then there are 4 directions: north, south, east and west. Then the earth has 2 poles, north pole, south pole, and the axis of the earth passes through these poles. Then we have learned the horizontal and vertical lines placed at regular intervals are called latitudes and longitudes. They are measured in degree. Then we have learned about equator, right? So what is an equator? Equator divides the earth into 2 horizontal halves, northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere. Clear? And prime meridian divides the earth into 2 vertical halves, that is eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. And the coordinates is coordinates of a place marked a point where a latitude and longitude cross one another. I hope you have understood about the discussion of latitude, longitudes, oceanographer, right? So you are going to read the lesson thoroughly and understand what these terms means. So I will be wrapping it up here. We will meet in the next class. Till then, bye and thank you.